Hello my people, welcome back to usdchf. To our new subscribers, I would like to officially welcome you to this great family whereby we trade forex, and up from the basic up to where we are going to be forex profitable forex trader. To our returning subscribers, I would like to thank you for your great support. So guys, as promised earlier, I've already done the two videos about the gbp usd, euro usd, and now this is the usd chf. Being the first week of this year, so we are going to see whether what is the general direction of USD CHF as a swing trader, as a intraday trader, or as a scalper. So as usual, I am a swing trader, so I have to go to higher time frame, and even sometimes my higher time frame can be 6 months, since now it is the beginning of the year, so I want to see the bigger picture, so it can be 6 months now, but now I shall start with the 3-month time frame. So go to 3-month time frame and you shall see. So currently I'm using Owanda to analyze the market. So in the 3-month time frame, it is very identical that the price action, it has been bearish. The price action has been bearish. It has been forming higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, and now this is the current lows. This is the current low that was formed, and it has not been broken. So we are going to mark that low, which is as a support in the 3-month time frame. So we are going to mark that low as a support, and you know my support, I always indicate it as a with a blue rectangle line. So we are going to indicate it as a support, and you know support, you always push the price high. So that is our support. Are we together? That is our support, which has not been broken with the body candle. So you can see that let me illustrate. You can see that the sellers brought the market up to here, and then the buyers took the market, pushed the market above it. Then the sellers tried to brought the market back again to this region, but they never broke it with the candle. And then we saw the power of buyers put the market upward again. The same to here, the same here. So the sellers brought the market. The sellers brought the market up to here, but they never broke it. They never break this zone, meaning this is a strong support zone. This is a strong support zone, and you can see in the previous 3-month candle, we can see the presence of buyers. There were very strong buyers here, and for your information, we had a Malabus buying bullish candle. We had a Malabus bullish candle here. So what does it indicate? Probably it indicates what? It indicates that the presence of buyers are very strong. The presence of buyers are very strong. So the question is, are we going to continue? Are we still continuing above, or are we going to break this zone? That is the main question. Are we going to break this zone downward, or are we going now to see a reversal upward like that? So that is the main question. So I hope now you have seen why I've put it as a great support there. And now as another, let us now mark our resistance. The recent resistance. You can also see that this is the price action. This is whereby most buyers fail to break it. Most buyers fail to break that zone above it. You can all see that one. Okay. So we can all see that when the buyers brought the price action above here, they failed to break it above. Can you see they failed to break it above? Meaning that these are very strong resistance. These are very strong resistance. So these two areas are very key in this currency. So these two zones are very key in this currency. Another zone that I can see is of great importance. It is this zone. Let me draw it for you. As this zone. This zone is also a great important zone that it has to be respected. So that zone is of great importance. It has to be respected, and I will tell you why. I'm saying so. So that zone, you can see that a lot of sellers here, you can see it acted as a resistance here. It acted as a support here, resistance here, and most probably it will act as a resistance here. So these three zones I've drawn here, it is of great importance. Mark this 3 zone in the 3-month time frame. Mark it, and I can still add another zone now as a support zone. Here, this is another zone that we have to mark it. So all those 4 areas or zones I've marked. Kindly pay attention to all those four zone areas I've marked. The reason why I've marked that zone as a blue zone is because now you can see the buyers use this zone to support and push the market high. The buyers the same here use this zone to push the market high, and now we can see the current price action, that the price action the price action is above that zone. So we are expecting, if this price action will drop, we are expecting to form a support there, push the market above. That is our expectation. Are we together? So currently that is what I'm seeing in the 3-month time frame. That's what I'm seeing in the 3-month time frame. So there's no much thing I'm going to analyze here. Let us go to monthly time frame and see whether we can see something new. So you can see clearly that we have already drawn those key areas. We have already identified those key areas in the 3-month time frame, and that's why it is very important to use higher time frame. It will show you, it will guide you. Now you can see the zone that we have drawn in the 3-month time frame. Now they are very clearly in monthly time frame. They are clearly in the monthly time frame. You can see very well that the price was ranging in this zone, then it was broken. The range broke. So once it was broken, retested, and then the price went downward. Are we together? You can see very clearly here this zone, it was used as a support to put the market upward here, used as a support here to put the market upward there. So that is what I'm seeing. That is what I'm seeing in the monthly time frame. So we can try to draw something here. I can see a good trend line here. I can see a good trend line here, downward trend line. Let me try to draw it. So the market, that's a good trend line, downward trend line. You can see very well. So that is a downward trend line, and it is a major one. So I have to indicate it to the orange line. So it is a great trend line. So you can see. So that is a good trend line. Are we going to? Do we have a channel? Let us see if you can draw a channel. But if you cannot have a good channel, please don't force the market. Don't force it. So let us see. Are we going to have a good channel? Are we going to have a good channel? There's a possibility you are going to have a good channel there, but it is not yet formed. It is not yet formed, but there's a possibility we might have a channel there. Are we together? There's a possibility there is a channel there. So I will still use that line as our channel. Are we together? I will still use that line as our channel. So that is what I can see in the monthly time frame. That is what I can see in the monthly time frame. That's what I can see in the monthly time frame. So let us focus at this current price action. In the monthly time frame, what do you see? In the monthly time frame, what do you see? The price action was bearish. Then we can see it is now arranging. It is now arranging market. It's now arranging market between this zone, between these two zones. Are we together? Let me draw it for you. Between these two zones, it is now arranging market. It is now arranging market. So it is there. Are we going to hit? Are we going to retest this zone, or are we going to come back again here to retrace back? That is the major question we are going to ask ourselves. That is the major question we are going to ask ourselves. Are we continuing downward, or are we going now to break it upward? So let us draw that zone. Let us draw that zone in the monthly time frame, which is the key zone also, which is the key zone. So are we going to continue upward, or are we going to break it? So that is the key zone in the monthly time frame, key resistance zone. And if you extend this zone, you shall see that it was used as a support and a resistance zone. You shall see like that. So this zone, you see very well, it was a resistance here, then it was used as a support here, it was used another support here, resistance, support, resistance. So this zone is very important. This zone is very important zone. This zone is very important. Are you together? In the monthly time frame, this zone is very important. This one. So if you are going to break this zone and retest like that, now we are going to aim this zone. Are you together? Now we are going to aim at that zone. So let me reduce this zone. Since we drew it in the 3-month time frame, I'm going to reduce it like that up to there. I'm going to reduce it up to there. I know you might ask me why, but if you change it to line chart pattern, you shall see why I've reduced that zone. You shall see why I've reduced that zone. So You can see clearly it was touched here, touched here, touched here. Are we together? So this zone is of great importance also. So these two zones, these three, one, this is the resistant supply zone. Kindly draw this or mark this zone in your chart. Mark this zone in your chart. So let us continue. Remember, this is monthly time frame. Let us continue. We already know that the price action it is at the resistance zone. It is at the resistance zone here. It is here. Are we going to buy? If you are still thinking of buying, please, it is a very dangerous zone to buy here. So if you want to buy, you have to wait for this price action to break this zone, and retest. Once it has retest, you can buy up to this zone. But be informed that we have this channel, we have this trend line. Be informed that we have this trend line. This trend line can be used as a resistance to put the market downward. So be cautious of that. If you are planning to buy that pair, be cautious of that. Be cautious of that, and you shall be safe. So we are going to wait. Still, it is still the new the new year is still young. So we are going to wait for this zone to be broken. And once this zone is broken and this trend line is broken with a good candle, when it retested, we are going to enter for buy. But right now we are going just to wait and chill as a swing trader. If you are a swing trader, you have to wait and chill. Then let us continue to weekly time frame. Now you can see clearly what is happening. You can see clearly of what is happening in the weekly time frame. You can see it clearly. So currently this price action is at the ranging zone. It is now a ranging market. Can you see? It is now a ranging market. So if it will be broken, if this zone will be broken, I repeat, if this zone will be broken, where are we going next? If this zone will be broken like that and retested, where are we going next? We shall aim this zone. That is number one. And then number two, we shall come to this zone, to this area. Be sure of that. I know it might take time, but be sure we shall retest that zone. Are you together? So let me show you one thing. I can see both in the monthly time frame and the weekly time frame, I can see what? We can see a double bottom. Most of us, we can see a double bottom. Let me show you. This is a double bottom. We have a first bottom here, the second bottom here, and this is now our neckline. So if our neckline will be broken, the distance between the neckline and the two bottom, the price action will go that distance above it. So let us draw that distance, and always TP1 is always a guarantee, which is a half of that distance. TP1 is a guarantee, which is the half of that distance. Let us draw that distance. So let us draw that distance. TP1, remember, is always a guarantee. Very good. TP1 is always a guarantee. So can you see? This is TP1. This is TP1, guys. Trading forex is very easy if you understand it. The only reason, the challenging part is about emotion. If you know how to control emotion and risk management, you are going to reap heavy in forex trading. So that will be our TP1. Then TP2. Will be here. The same place I told you guys. Then TP2 will be there. So this has confirmed that we are safe. This has confirmed that we are safe. What I was telling you, this has confirmed it. If this zone will be broken like that and like that, remember, we are going now to aim here as a TP1. Then from there, if it will be broken again and retested, now you are going to finish the distance, and probably we are going now to activate this zone. That is my plan for our swing trading. If you are a swing trader, that is our plan. So we have to wait. This is a game of waiting. We have to chill and wait. Are we together? So we have to chill and wait. So if you, for example, that is scenario number one. But if we shall see a sign of this price action, a sign of sellers coming here and a strong sell like that, where are we going to retest? Where are we going to retest? Probably we shall retest back here. We shall come back here. We shall come back here. If you are planning to sell, so we shall come back here like that, and then once we are at that point, take your profit and come out of that market, because the price action might use this zone to push the market above. I can see that is another possibility. The first possibility I've told you, the first possibility I've told you that we have to wait. If you are a swing trader, we have to wait for this zone to be broken like that, and then retest, and then we shall aim for TP1 there, and then TP2 will be there. Are we together? That is the first possibility. I know it might take time, but this is the 2025 plan. This is the plan of 2025, the whole plan of 2025, USDCHF. So the second possibility, the second plan is, if we shall see a presence of sellers there, we shall enter for sell. Once I will tell you where to sell, we shall enter for sell once the current support has been broken. Once the current support has been broken in the daily time frame, mark my word, once the current support has been broken in the daily time frame, probably it might be here. Probably it might be at this zone. If you draw a line this place, you shall see this place, it will make a support in the daily time frame. Let me show you what I'm trying to mean. In the daily time frame, now you see this zone. This zone, it has been retested in the weekly time frame. Let me tell you, let me draw it for you. That zone is of great importance in the weekly time frame. So when we go to daily time frame, we shall see that zone as a support. We shall see that zone as a support. It will act as a support. It will act as a support. So I'm saying that if we are going to sell, we shall wait for this zone. For example, let me draw it for you. We shall wait for this zone to be broken. We shall wait for this zone to be broken, then retested. Once it has been retested, we shall enter for sell up to this zone, and then we come out of that market. We come out of that market. Why? Because this price might use this zone to put the market up to there. Are we together? So they might use this price action to put the market up to that zone. Are we together? So that is another possibility. That is another possibility. Another possibility is, I can see that the price action, this bigger institution, they might use this zone. They might use this zone to push the market up. So we have like 4 possibilities as we are starting this year. We have 4 possibilities as we are starting this year of 2025. So when it comes to USDCHF, let us be keen on it. Let us be keen on it. So draw your zones the way I've shown you. Draw your zones the way I've shown you. So let us go to daily time frame. Let us go to daily time frame. You can see in the daily time frame, without even struggling, so much, all of us, we can see the zone that we indicate, we drew in the weekly time frame. This zone, they have used it as a support to put the market above. So in the daily time frame, we can still buy. In the daily time frame, we can still buy this zone up to here. But I want you to be very cautious. Now we are playing in the supply zone. We are playing at the resistance zone. So in the daily time frame, they have used this zone to put the market above. Are we together? They have used this zone to push the market above. So we are, if you are an intraday trader or scalper, we can still buy up to this zone. We can still buy up to that zone. Are we together? So I will tell you how to buy. We can still buy up to that zone. So let us see. Do we have something else in daily time frame? So if you look very keen, we can see that in daily time frame, the market has been moving high. So let us draw that trend line like that. And if you don't draw it well, don't force it. Remember, don't force any trade. Okay? If you cannot draw it well, don't force it. So that's a good trend line there. That's a good trend line. Though it is like a momentum. It's like a momentum, but it's a good trend line there. Are we together? It's a good trend line there. So what do we expect? So this is for intraday trader. This is for intraday trader. What do we expect? We expect that, let me show you something, sorry. Let me draw, let's see if you have a good channel here. Do we have a good channel? Let us see if we can draw a good channel. And unfortunately, we cannot draw a good channel. Let us see. So unfortunately, we don't have a good channel there. So we only have an upward trend line. We only have an upward trend line. So in the daily time frame, if you are an intraday trader, in the daily time frame, if you are an intraday trader now, where are we going to buy this market? Where are we going to buy this market? Where? So we already know that this support, this is the current support we have. This is the current support we have. So if the price action will come like that, remember it has to retest this trend line. It has to return this. It has to retest this trend line. It has to retest it, then push the market above. Once this trend line has been retested, guys, once this trend line has been retested, I'll be sure enough to buy up to where I've told you. I'll be sure enough to buy up to where I've told you. Once that trend line has been retested. Once that trend line has been retested. But for now, I will not buy this market. I will not buy this pair. Even if you go to 4-hour time frame, there's not much big difference we can see in the 4-hour time frame. So for now, I will not buy this market. I'll just wait for it to do what it wants to do. So not unless it will come up to this zone, not unless it will retest this trend line, not unless it will retest this trend line. Once it retests this trend line, now we shall buy. That is first scenario. Once it has retested this trend line, now we shall buy. Are we together? Or we shall wait for this zone to be broken. Wait for this zone to be broken, retested. Once it has been retested, remember we are aiming here. We are aiming at this zone. Why am I saying so? We are aiming at this zone. We are aiming at this zone because we have this trend line and we have this resistance and then our profit. So we shall aim here first. Because I can see a possibility that the candle might weak to our profit, taking profit 1, then coming back. So once the area has been broken, be sure that we are going to buy up to that zone. Be sure we are going to buy up to that zone. If you have any question, kindly comment down below, and I'll be willing to help you. I'll be willing to help you guys. So let us see. Let us see if there is something we can see something here. So actually there's nothing here, there's nothing here, there's nothing in the 4-hour time frame. But if you look very well in the 4-hour time frame, you can see here the market form what? A double bottom. The market form a double bottom here. So, and you know, if now this is now intraday trader and the scalper, we shall wait for this market to break here. Then the distance between this zone and this zone, the price action will go that distance. And let us see where we are going. This is now for the scalper, this is now for the intraday traders. So that distance now, take a half of that distance, it will be our TP1. That a half of that distance, it will be our TP1. Now you can see it is at exactly at that region. It is at exactly at that point. It is exactly at that point, exactly at this region. So we shall aim this region. So you can see TP1 is here. What I've told you, TP1 is there, TP2 is there. So if you are an intraday trader, wait for this zone to be broken. Wait for this zone to be broken. When it is broken, once broken, retest, then enter. So let me draw it for you for intraday traders. For intraday traders, if you are an intraday traders, you shall wait for this zone to be broken. You shall wait for that zone to be broken. Now the reason why I've indicated with a blue line is because we shall use that zone to buy. So we shall wait for that zone to be broken like this. If you are an intraday trader, wait for that zone to be broken like that, and then it retested. Once it retested, we shall aim here as a TP1, then here as a TP2. Be sure of that. So here will be our TP1, then here will be our TP2, and then we shall come out of those. We shall come out of that market, because anything can happen. But if the buyers will have momentum and still break it like that and retest, we shall enter again. We shall enter again for buying. to up to that zone I told you. You shall enter again for buying up to that zone I told you, up to this zone. So if you are looking for buying this pair, but if you are looking for selling this pair, currently you shall wait this zone to be broken. You shall wait this zone to be broken, this area. Then once broken, retest. Once retested, remember we have a trend line here. So meaning this trend line, it might force this market to do what? To go up like that. So if you are looking to sell this pair, this pair, we have to wait for two things to happen. One, we have to wait for this current support to be broken, and then this trend line to be broken. Now we shall, for example, if the market will come and break this like that and retest, now we shall enter, and then we target this zone. Like that. I hope I'm clear enough. That is what I'm looking for USDCHF. That is the plan for USDCHF. But currently I'm supporting bullish. Currently I'm bullish in this market. And before we end up this video, there's something I've seen in the 4-hour time frame that I would like us to note. We have a trend line here again. In the 4-hour time frame, we also have a trend line here, but this is a mini trend line. I don't want to draw it, but this is for the intraday traders. We together? This is for the intraday traders. Mini trend line there, and also I can see we have a channel here, a channel there. So this is for the intraday trader. So there's no need for, okay, if you're not an intraday trader, don't draw this chart, this line. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for buying. I'm more bullish than bearish in this pair. Otherwise, have a blessed day, have a blessed week, and let's say if this year will yield a great profit. Thank you guys.